Hey folks, Danny, and I'm working on lamps today. Well, actual just like big, huge light fixtures. These are all massive street lights, and I got them for $7 a pop at a local, uh, like rummage sale thing. And they have four, as you can see, they've got four different fixtures in them. They're all LED panels, and I'm gonna get into showing you what all that looks like eventually. Some of these are broken. Some of these are not working properly, and so I got seven of these fixtures, and right now I'm going to take three of them. One of the LEDs in this and one of the LEDs in this are not working, and there's two in this one that are working. So I'm going to gut the two good ones out of this one, and I'm going to pop them into these and try to get these working and try to get an actual power cord on this light. So that's my project for today. Hopefully it's going to go well. Hopefully I don't electrocute myself. That would be awesome. These were street lights, and so they're actually decently heavy. The whole housing is aluminum, and so I'm going to get to work pulling them apart, and we're going to actually take a look at what they look like on the inside. And so I've got to figure out a way to keep this. So I've got these post-it notes that tell me, hey, these are, so I'll show you. It tells me which of the four lights are still good. I've already hooked up every one of these and checked it out. So I know that where the duct tape is where this mounting area is, where the cords come out. So I can just look at that as my reference picture. So I'm going to get this flipped over, and I'm going to get to work on trying to pull these apart, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so everything's unscrewed, all three of these fixtures, and we're going to work on cracking this bad boy open. So last time I did this, it was not difficult at all. I've already pulled one of these open just to see what was inside, make sure that this whole job was doable. And it is. So I should just be able to pull the four corners and let this fixture out of here. Also, I was missing a lot of screws on the outside bezels on these things. I'm not super worried about that, to be honest with you. These, as you can see, there's a giant gasket in here. This gray line is just a big old beefy gasket for waterproofing, because these were originally street lights. There we go. That came out very nicely. And I'm not super interested in having these outdoors. I want them to be able to be used indoors. When all of these LEDs are working, these things are 11,500 lumens. So they are beefcakes. And I'm really excited about that, because hopefully that'll allow me to actually, there we go. Hopefully that'll allow me to actually light some productions well eventually, once I have more space and I need, beefier lighting. I'm in the process of looking at seeing if I can find a warehouse space to buy it and then chuck a little, like a 250 square foot apartment in there for myself. Just a little bedroom, have, bed and couch and a TV, and then have a bathroom with a shower and just live in the place. So I'd have, couple thousand square feet of just shop, which is like my dream. All right, so this bezel comes off of here, and this is the part where it gets interesting. Thankfully, these are super simple, and these fixtures are made to be removed. And so I can literally just pop these out. And there's an LED free. We're going to get that out of the way. You know, all I'm going to say is fortune tends to favor the bold. Yeah, we're good. That panel came off. I hope they still work after this. Be an absolute shame if they don't. They look great. So I'm going to shovel this over to the side and get into this one so that I can actually replace an LED and then wire it up and see what happens, which I'm very excited about doing. We're going to jump on this one. Looks like it's the top right LED that's not working in this one. So we're going to get that one replaced and get that working. I'm actually going to pull this whole thing apart and show you what I'm doing. So you probably can't see this super well because it's like massively reflected. The shadow's better. But anyway, just pulling out these screws. And these things do like to wobble quite a bit, which is very fun. I've been enjoying that. I don't know why, but they just want to move all over the place. And so that's cool. Alright, so this one is the one that's getting replaced, and I can tell because it has a giant crack across that LED panel. And then I've actually got a syringe of thermal paste, and I'm just going to be dropping a nice little chunk there. And now these are done diagonally. So everything's back in that little area, and we're just going to button it up and see how that works out for us, and literally keep our fingers crossed because now is the super nervous did I do things right time. Game time. There's not much of these wires hanging out of this, so I'm not actually going to do a permanent wire up with this. I'm just going to do a really quick wham bam thank you ma'am, and hopefully this thing will go all right. We don't lead together. Right on there. We don't round together. We don't together. So the hope with this is that when I plug this in, it works. And I'm going to use this outlet over here because I have a lot of stuff running off of that wall. So if it works, you'll see a giant flash of light. And if it doesn't work, you'll probably hear me crying. That is so bright. Okay. That's massively bright. That's a lot of light coming out of there. You can see my hand is just washed completely. And I'm cool with it. This is fantastic news. So now I can bust up the other one and I can replace the LEDs in there. And I'll have 2 working giant spotlights. And I'm excited. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching me just do whatever ridiculousness I want. Eventually I am going to be putting switches on these and all that sort of stuff. But for now, I just wanted to do this as a proof of like, hey, I can do it. That's a lot of heat coming off of there. Look at how washed out my hand is. It's like glowing. That's so cool. All right. So, thank you. I'm done here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Uh, Feel free to comment. Let me know what you think I should be doing next. If I do get like a new house or a warehousey space, obviously, you're going to see a whole lot of watch me turn this into my space. And if I don't, then you'll see a whole lot of watch me keep doing small projects in this room because this is a tiny room. Thanks for coming by. I'll catch all you cool cats later.